Hello, welcome YouTubers. My name is Indie Fire Sky and this is my first vlog ever guys. I've been talking about doing this for years and years and I always had some excuse, some reason why I didn't do it. And 2021 came, I was like, you know what, this is the year guys to like make anything that you wanted to do happen. You know, you only live once, YOLO, and everything that's going on in the world. I'm not gonna say the C word, but I just felt like it was my time to shine and put all my doubt away and just go for it. So here I am. So this is my first vlog. Like I said before, I want to talk about, you know, fashion, because I love fashion. I love makeup. Hello. I love music. I want to talk about parenting hacks because I have two small little daughters, like under 3 years old. And I also like to talk about my weight loss journey. I just had my daughter 9 months ago and I'm struggling to lose the weight. My goal is to get down to 150, but I don't want to lose my booty. My booty nice, I don't want to lose that. So I'm trying to see what I can do to shrink and just keep everything nice and plump. And also I got diastasis recti, which is an ab separation. Had on my first daughter. When I lost weight the first time, it was noticeable, but not that noticeable. I will insert photos in here, like in the end or while this is going. I gotta figure that out. But I feel like with my second daughter, because she was bigger, she was 9 pounds 1 ounce, and my oldest was 8 pounds 13 ounces. Maybe because it had a previous separation and closed all the way when I got pregnant with her and I was carrying big. I was big. I think it made it worse. So it's just harder now for everything to kind of just come back together. And also we're in not quarantine, you know what I'm saying? We have COVID going on and the world is not the same. People are not going out like they are, you know, where they used to before. And I kind of stay in with the kids. I don't want to take them out, you know, unnecessarily, because I don't want them to get sick, you know, they put everything in their mouths. And yeah, so this is where I'm at. So I feel like that, you know, and the fact that I'm not exercising like I should, you know, because I'm in the house a lot, that's causing me not to be able to drop the weight as quickly as I would like. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to really do portion control. Also like be mindful of when I eat, and you know, try to do some workouts in the apartment. I mean, we have a gym in our building, but who wants to work out with a mask on? Like when you're really in your workout and breathing hard, sometimes you can't really breathe that well, and oxygen is what you need to get everything going. So I don't know, it's just really crazy. But I mean, how are you guys doing with this whole pandemic stuff? Are you guys maintaining with little ones? If you just had a baby, because tell me, 2020, being pregnant and like everything being shut down the way it was very like depressing for me. Like, you know, the baby shower, there was no baby shower. Like a lot of the stores were shut down. I wanted to, you know, have my maternity shoot. I also wanted to get a prenatal massage and all that other stuff. Like I really wanted to, you know, glow while I was pregnant. I really felt depressed, y'all. Like it was just so crazy. And then have to go into the hospital. I was just worrying, like, you know, or they're gonna keep me separated from someone that was infected with COVID. I was hearing about them secretly putting COVID patients and non-COVID patients in the same room, and you leave with COVID and people going there to give birth to their child testing positive and declining, and the kid being like limbo because they want to make sure that the parent that the kid went to or the family member the kid went to didn't have it. It was just crazy. It was really crazy, you know, and thankfully I got through it, you know. Brought my little mama home. I stayed in the hospital for 1 day. Like if I could have left as soon as I pushed her out, I would have been out of there. But honestly, I think I probably should have stayed, you know, a little bit longer, because I got a spinal headache. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. I never had that before with my eldest daughter. I came home and my head was just hurting so bad. Like every time I got up, I had like this really bad migraine. I felt dizzy. And I also had like shooting pains in my right hip. And I still have pain there, but it's not as bad. I was just effed up, y'all. And granted, like with my first daughter, I had a C-section. And I was so worried that I was gonna have to get another C-section with my second, but luckily I got a VBAC, and I was so happy about that because I know a lot of people or a lot of places, once you had a C-section, they just want you to continue having C-sections, and I did not want that because I knew I wanted to have more children, and the more you get cut, it causes more complications, and I didn't want to have to worry about that. But anyway, I'm thinking, being that I didn't get cut, that my recovery was going to be easy. Let me tell you, it was not. It was not easy. You know, minus the spinal headache, I had, like I said, the hip issue, whatever, and it just took me a minute to bounce back. I mean, I'm still recovering from, you know, having this hip situation going on or whatever, but it was hard. It was really, really hard. But, you know, I'm happy that my baby was nice and healthy and fat. You know, she was 9 pounds 1 ounce or whatever. But it was really you know, difficult times being pregnant now, you know, and this stuff is still going on. So I don't know if any of y'all, you know, had the same experience or whatever. And what I found was weird, like when I went into the hospital, they swabbed me, and I really didn't want to get swabbed because I was like hearing some weird stuff about that or whatever. But they'll go, if you don't swab you, we're gonna treat you like you have it, and I didn't want to be in a room with someone that had whatever. But they swabbed me and they didn't swab my partner. So I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense to me. If you're so concerned that I have it and you guys are coming in here, swab the both of us. And some people were like, oh, well, if you guys live in the same household, they're gonna assume if you don't have it, he don't have it. But they didn't know our situation. They didn't know if he lived with me or not. You know, so I just feel like they're trying to be so careful that they're making stupid mistakes. But whatever the case may be, the birthing experience there was great, you know. I was happy about that because I birthed there with my first daughter, and it wasn't the best experience. But anyway, we'll get into all of that. But, you know, I just want to just come in and kind of just give you like a brief, you know, overview about what I want to talk about, stuff that I've been through. And, you know, hopefully, you know, you like me, you like my channel, and you're subscribed, you know. Because ultimately, I'm not trying to do this because I want to make big money, like be these big YouTubers on here or whatever. I mean, if that's in the cards for me, then I'm not gonna not say I don't want it or whatever. But I ultimately wanted to make this channel because I want it to be therapeutic to me. You know, I'm a very friendly, have a bubbly personality, but I feel like, you know, having babies, a lot of people that I was friends with or whatever, like things change, you know, especially if they don't want to have kids. You don't have the same interests aligned anymore. So you start to grow apart, and that happened to me. And then also, you know, with everything that's going on now, it's like it's really, really hard to keep friendships going like that. You get so, you know, locked in your bubble. You're so focused on your family, what you got going on. You don't really care about other people. I feel like, you know, for me, in my opinion, I feel like people are ruder now because they're afraid to communicate with each other. So unfortunately, there's this platform where you can talk. I'm talking through the screen, but when we talking to you, we can connect in some kind of way and bring back the humanity, because that's missing right now. And I don't know when it's coming back. I hope that it comes back, but you never know. Sometimes when these crazy things in the world happens, we get like used to a certain kind of society, and then before we know it, we're kind of locked in there, and then we just sit back and think about the old times, you know. And I hope this doesn't happen, but for all we know, the way that we interacted before, that might just be something like, oh, I remember back in the day we used to be able to walk up to people and talk to people and sit next to people or rub hands, and oh, that might be something of the past. We don't know. So going forward, you know, this is what it is right now. This might be the wave of the future, and hopefully I'm able to give you some insights, some entertainment, some, I don't know, some advice about something, and we become besties. So, you know, that's about it. And like I said, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. I want to post content every Wednesday, so I want you to have that bell clicked so that when something new from me is on, I want you to check me out, tell your friends and your cousins and your sisters and everybody all about me, and we'll just chit chat and, you know, have girl talk. All right, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
So in the first photo was before I had any children. I was about 172, and in the second photo, I was 167, 166. So my plan was to drop weight from being 172 to get down to at least 160, 155, so that when I got pregnant the second time, I wouldn't gain as much weight. But that backfired because my ending weight with my second was 213. And currently, I'm stuck at like 195, 196. And that last photo, I was about 198.